Product liability considerations. Liability of any or all parties involved in manufactured product for damages caused by the product. So, whoever made the product or sells the product is liable. Okay? Like I say, your manufacturer, assemblers, wholesaler, and retail store owner, they're all liable. Usually your assemblers fall under the manufacturer because they work for the manufacturer, so you don't sue them on an individual basis. Products with inherent defects are subject to liability suits, meaning if it comes out and it doesn't work right and they keep having problems, that company could be liable for the damages that their product causes. Maybe based on negligence, strict liability, or breach of warranty fitness, okay? Okay, so if you cause the problem, like you're not using it right, or you don't use it as the warranty says, you could be in breach and they will not be liable. The manufacturer will not be liable. The manufacturer of equipment has the duty to design and produce equipment that will not cause injury. That is their duty. You don't want it to cause harm to athletes. They need to have an express warranty, meaning it needs to be written on the product. Manufacturer's written guarantee the product safety. The equipment needs to have warning labels. Okay, inform the athlete of possible dangers inherent with the product's use. They also need to meet the NOC SAE standards. It's the National Operating Committee on Standards for Athletic Equipment. They set the standard for what is the minimum requirement that athletic equipment has to be considered athletic equipment and safe athletic equipment. That's why helmet testing has changed from this to today's standards. Be glad you're not the guy that had to hit the helmet against the wall. HIPPA regulations and insurance. HIPPA stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. This basically sets the standard for how you can report information to coaches and whoever needs to know. Like, you can tell coaches that are involved with that athlete specifically, but you don't tell a coach of another sport about the injuries to an athlete that's not in their sport. Like, I don't go tell the volleyball coach about injuries to softball players. Okay? Insurance regulations. Major changes in insurance have occurred in the light of managed care. Major increases in the number of lawsuits and costs of insurance. Because of lawsuits, insurance gone up. Medical insurance is a contract between the company and the policyholder, between you and the company that sells it. The company agrees to pay a portion of medical bills following the payment of a deductible. So you have to pay whatever that deductible be. If your deductible is $2,500, you got to pay $2,500 before your insurance kicks in and starts paying part of the bills. General health insurance, policy that covers illnesses, hospitalization, and emergency care. Sometimes offered through academic institutions for students or athletes. Okay. Secondary insurance provided through institutions to cover costs above primary insurance. We do hold one here at Wiley, but it just covers every sport except football. Schools and universities must ensure that athletes have primary insurance coverage in place or arranged for. People need to have insurance to play sports because it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt, it's when you're going to get hurt and how bad is it going to be. So they need to have insurance in place. Accident insurance, a low-cost plan to cover accidents on school grounds to the student. Protect students against financial loss for medical bills and hospital bills. Could even be as simple as falling down the stairs and spraining your ankle. It will help with those kind of things. Provides for additional protection for the institution above regular policy. It does help up and beyond your insurance policy. Will cover costs associated with hospital care, surgery, and catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic insurance. Catastrophic injuries in athletics are relatively rare but are staggering to all involved. And catastrophic injuries are injuries to the head, neck, or spinal cord. Okay? Organizations like the NCAA, the NAIA, and the NFSHSA provide additional coverage to deal with lifetime extensive care. So they have money in place to help with people that get hurt while competing at these levels. Ensuring that all athletes and faculty and staff coverage is in place is critically important. So we need to make sure that faculty and staff are covered too. Here's accident insurance. It's like sprained ankle. Here's what catastrophic insurance covers. Head, neck, or spinal injuries. See where they have this guy backboarded. Catastrophic injuries.